Hi, good morning. I want to say a very big thank you for the privilege that you've granted to us to always uh, reach out to you whenever we have a beautiful piece to actually present to you. I took it upon myself lately to helping people, especially those in diaspora, to paying attention to proper documentation. And I'm doing this because I know that very high number of Nigerians who live in diaspora actually suffers of what we call land theft or land grabbing, as the case may be. And then after my research, I realized the fact that a lot of them do not have proper documentation. So what they pay attention to is I've gotten a piece of land, I've actually bought that land, and they've given me a deed of transfer, and that's all. And so you see some of them, their family members try to discourage them that you don't need CFO, you don't need to do a survey, you don't need to do architectural design, just go and start whatever you want to build, just go and start it. It's a very big lie. And this is why I took this upon myself to move around and search for the right information just for you. So I would like to present this. That do you know that it's actually possible for you to attest the authenticity of any land before you can buy the land? I mean to say that you can actually attest the authenticity of that land before you can buy that land. Yes, it's possible. I'm going to be doing a piece on that shortly. Also, do you know the actual amount to carry out a CFO in Benin City? That's in Edo State. Do you actually know the actual amount? Yes, I'm going to be doing that in another piece as well. But this morning, I paid a visit to the Edo GIS. I paid a visit to the Edo GIS to actually make a request of the services they are rendering, and then to present it to you. And then my interest was for the right of occupancy. The right of occupancy. And I got there, and which you can also call your CFO. You understand? The reason why it's known as the right of occupancy, it is because usually the government gives you that land for 99 years, which you call your CFO, your certificate of occupancy. It's given to you for 99 years. So in another term, it can also be called a right of occupancy. That means the government has given you a right to own the land. So I paid a visit to Edo GIS, and I got a very, very vital information. This morning, my interest is to present to you the document that you need to present whenever you want to apply for your CFO. The document you need to present whenever you want to apply for your CFO. So the first is a passport-sized photograph. You need a passport-sized photograph. The next thing is your photo ID, which can also be known as your national ID, your international passport, your driver's license, your voter's card. Any of these, if you have your national identity card, your international passport, your driver's license, or your voter's card, any of these ID can actually be presented. The third document you need to present is a land transfer document, such as the sales agreement, deed of transfer, or inheritance document. So what is the title of the document on the land? The deed of transfer that was given to you when you purchased the land, the sales agreement that was given to you when you purchased the land, or if it was your father or your mother that actually transferred the land to you that you inherited from your parents, you can also present that. That's the third document. The fourth document is your survey plan. Your survey plan. So you can see that for those people who some family members are telling you you don't need the survey plan, it's a very big lie. It's very important. So the fourth is your survey plan. The fifth is the evidence of personal income tax or your current tax clearance certificate. So if you're living in Edo State, and then you're working anywhere, it is expected of you to have your personal income tax. If you do not live in Edo State, or you're living in Edo State and you do not have your personal income tax, then it simply means that you would have to pay a fine for that. Please note, you have to pay a fine for that. And I think in my next video, I'm going to be talking about the payment aspects. Then the sixth document you need to present is your utility bill to verify applicant home address. So your utility bill, that's your NEPA bill. Your NEPA bill that has your home address. So to say, okay, fine, Victor lives in number so and so in so street in so local government. And then the seventh is, if you do not have that, the seventh is a court affidavit and police report for lost or stolen documents. Note, this number 7 is only for people who probably misplaced their documents or their documents were stolen. That means you will now go to court and then now swear an affidavit to that effect. Number 8, if you're using an authorized representative, a signed appointment letter and photo ID is required. That means if you're not in the country and you're using someone to stand for you, then it simply means that there must be an appointment letter and a photo ID attached with a photo ID, which is either the person's national identity card, driver's license, international passport, or voter's card will be attached to it. And then you now make a payment of 50,000 naira, which is also known as the processing charge. The processing charge, that's the payment of 50,000 naira. And then lastly, we have the site inspection. Now this site inspection is optional, which to say that when you want to probably apply fully, there should be a representative from the GIS that would come and inspect land. Please note that these are the required documents that you actually need to put in place to apply for your C of O or your R of O, which is also known as the right of occupancy. Now, some persons may ask questions, Victor, I'm actually interested, but I've been told that the process of applying and getting the C of O is one thing that is so tedious, you can't trust the process. But I think I can say that the governor of Edo State, Governor Obaseki, to a very large extent, in this regard, has actually digitalized the system. I can say that. And I also know that in Nigeria, it is a norm that when you want to fast track a particular document, it simply means that there must be a right hand to help you fast track that, and that's why I exist. So I'm not of the opinion that the people who have applied for quite a while and they've not gotten it. I know, but I think they have been able to attract the right plug that can help you achieve the right of occupancy or your certificate of occupancy as soon as possible. So in my next slide, I'm going to be talking about the actual amount that you need to put in place to get your certificate of occupancy, and also I'm going to be talking about what you need to do first before you purchase any land. It's actually true that you can authenticate the reality of any property before you buy the property. Yes, I'm doing all this to ensure that the rate of victims in land grabbing reduces to its barest minimum. Don't forget that my name is Siriman Victor Olise. My contacts are open for anyone who desires services. You can reach out to us on 070-6315-1558. My name is Siriman Victor Olise. Thank you and God bless you. Do have a blessed week.